Hello YouTube, Bob from Tomahawk Challenges. My brother and I would like to take you on a series of adventures with us. Now, my brother lives in Arkansas, and I'm all the way up here in Delaware. But we stay connected through our bushcraft and our survival skills, and we found it fun to challenge each other. I believe the first challenge that we made to each other was as simple as just spending the night in the woods alone. Seen it on one of the survival shows, and somebody was terrified to be out in the woods. So we decided to start challenging each other to see what our skill set would be. So, and if we can improve on that. So we started to challenge each other with little challenges here and there, and I think that's one of the things I want to share with you is if you can find somebody to share these adventures with you, by all means do it. Because it's so much more fun when you've got somebody that you can share an idea or something that worked or something that didn't work or a failure. It's always nice to have somebody to share that with. And we started off with some simple skills. My brother and I are not professionals by no means, but we have gotten better as time goes along. There's a lot of great videos out there of guys that have some real skills in fire building, making fire rolls, spinning coals. It wasn't until just a little while ago that I was able to get a friction fire. That was kind of my nemesis. So I actually made, this is what I want to share with you. Don't be afraid to experiment with different things. People are going to tell you that it can't be done or it's real difficult to do, but it's really not all that hard. So I couldn't get a friction fire going, so I looked up on how to build a pump drill. And this is just a simple device that I put together after watching it, and it takes really all the work out of it. This is one that's actually my second one that I built, because my first one didn't have a removable tip. Another video that I had watched that somebody had actually hollowed it out and put a removable tip in, which in my case I use a yucca stem and insert it into it. That way I'm never wearing the spindle out on this thing. But I felt like a king when I finally got a fire going with this thing here. But again, it takes kind of the work out of it again, because you do have the mechanical advantage of the weights. This is not a video, or this video itself is not a video on how to do one specific skill. I want to share and encourage you to take your skill set to a whole new level. This is something that you're going to have to do if you're going to stay in bushcraft, is go out, experiment with different things. Some things are going to work, some things are not going to work. But if you find something that's not going to work, don't stay with it. Move away from it, move to something else. We're always making char cloth, or we're making atlatl. I even made this glow stick. It's another thing I saw in one of the survival shows, and it said if you're going to be in the outside bushcraft, you're going to need to have one of these. If you're going to stay out there for an extended period of time, it's simply bigger on one end than it is on the other end. So you're concentrating all of your air through one hole and out the other. I've used this a bunch of times in fire building, and it's actually saved my fire quite a few times. But I will tell you to take all the skills that you've learned and don't try to bypass any of them. This is the main thing I want to share with you. When it comes to friction fires, one of my nemesis was making my notch. And as you can see all these notches in there, if you get sloppy on making these notches, or you don't clean it out, or you cut it too far forward, or you cut your groove too far, if you cheat in making a friction fire, it's unforgiving. You won't recover from it, and you'll frustrate yourself. So don't learn, take your time, have fun with it. This is not working for you. There's fire rolls. There is a number of ways that you can make a fire that's going to make you feel like a MacGyver. But these series of videos are going to be put out by my brother and I, and we are going to challenge you as viewers to come along with us. And as I challenge him, he's going to challenge me, and we're going to improve our skill set. And if you don't have somebody that you can make these trips with, come along with us. We appreciate your views. We appreciate your comments. And we will just keep remembering that life is a journey. Enjoy the ride.